this is a white pill for sure. I think the Wifejak meme is healing the battle of the sexes. It's like calling a truce between men and women and healing the dynamic. This is basically a Wojak that is a self-portrait that a woman made of herself, but it got titled the Wifejak and was getting posted all over Twitter over the weekend. And basically, I was puzzled by it at first, which is fitting because women aren't supposed to get it. But all of the captions are just things that the quintessential wife or girlfriend would say or does say. And women are reading this and like having an existential crisis because we all say the same stuff.
They're not even like offensive. It's
That's
just like
the point.
normal things.
That's the point, right? None of the captions that are given to Wifejak have any negative connotation. It's literally just like, women be saying this.
If anything, it becomes a self-report if you're offended by it. It just means that you probably do it a lot.
Yeah, it has its own Know Your Meme page now. So we can pull up some examples from there. Here she is. She has red hair. Love the ginger representation.
Honestly, the second one is my favorite because it's just...
One of them is obviously,
the captions, right?
I'm cold. So what are we doing today? You were supposed to turn there. I didn't order what I wanted. Where are we going this weekend?
The second one is
none of it is like bad.
The second one is my favorite. You should buy me flowers, but not right now. It has to be your idea.
I noticed your pillow was yellow and gross, so I threw it out and got you a new one.
Well,
it's memory foam.
That one, I don't know. That's kind of gross. I don't know who has gross yellow pillows. That's kind of...
I mean, that is a meme, right?
Is it?
A lot of guys like keep the same pillow for like 5 to 10 years at a time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean, I think that the ultimate point of this was none of the captions are denigrating the Wifejak.
No, if anything,
or the husband jack.
It's
really.
wholesome.
It's wholesome, decidedly so. And a lot of women like didn't realize that and started having a crisis over it. One said, "Do men realize the psychic damage they've unleashed? Every woman on Twitter is overanalyzing these, trying to figure out if they pattern match this woman, stressing over whether that's good or bad." And I gotta be honest, I saw some Wifejaks and I felt called out. Like,
which ones?
I specifically, there was one that said, "You need to ask your friends more questions."
I said I saw one. Then it was the husband jack replying to the wife jack, and it said, "Did you drink water today?"
There was a lot of that.
It's like,
so
I have a headache.
I can't find my phone. Can you call me?
Husband jack definitely started circulating as well. One of them said, I didn't think you cared about your birthday that much." Looking at an obscure Wikipedia page on his phone. This one's a deep cut. He says, "But you aren't a worm."
Yes, that was
the ultimate Wifejak is, would you still love me if I was a worm?
Yes.
Obviously.
I like this one. Who is that guy? Why is he doing that? What did he just say? Wait, can we rewind it?
I'm just resting my eyes. I like that one.
Do you mind if I wait outside Sephora?
I like this.
Oh, I like this. What do you want for dinner tonight? I don't know. You pick. I'm asking you.
The Wifejak meme represents the return of good old-fashioned husband-wife comedy. We are so back. What I think is missing, and this is why things like Red Pill and feminism have kind of hijacked what used to be wholesome aspects of couples and relationships. Back in the day, when a guy would say something like, "I have to ask my wife permission before I can go," or "happy wife, happy life," they didn't have the negative connotations these days, because I think a lot of it has to do with us as a society. We're a lot more narcissistic than we were back in the day, and perhaps we were more willing to give unto our spouse or our partner. So when these things are said now, it's taken from a narcissistic standpoint. So when somebody says that, it feels like he's saying it in a way as if he actually has to ask her permission, when that's not what that's supposed to mean.
And guys, if you disagree, please let us know in the chat what you think of this phrase. They always say, I'll have to check with the wife.
Yep.
And they say that's a huge red flag. That means the wife runs the household. She rules the roost. She's longhousing him.
What it actually
he has
means
to ask for permission to do anything or leave the house or see his friends or do guy stuff.
Let's say what it actually means is he doesn't want to go, and he's
It
going to
either
use her
means
as an
that-
excuse not to go.
Yes, it either means that, or it means that someone who's married, lives their life with another person. Therefore, that other person should be informed about where they are.
I would say, and the other thing it could be is let's say your buddy asks you to go on like a 3-day fishing trip, right? That's like an extended period of time where if you have a family and a wife, like and it wasn't planned, like yeah,
Right.
you should check. You can't just go.
But I guess
you
if a
know?
single
That'd be
guy,
kind of a dick move.
if a single guy hears the words "I'll have to check with the wife," they must assume there's some kind of negative
I
connotation
feel like
to it.
people that
But
complain about it aren't actually married.
they must be, right? Like they must not be. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I
'Cause,
like
it just doesn't have nearly the same connotation that you're assuming at all.
and they think it's way more of a big deal. Than
and
it
these
is.
are
Way deeper
talking
than it is.
points from a generation that was a lot more that perceived relationships in a lot more wholesome manner than they're perceived today.
Sure.
I like Lauren Chance says, "Guess who got engaged?" No, I said guess.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah, those are good ones.
What curb?
Okay, that's been me. That's definitely been me.
Look, I think all it does is shine a light on just how divided the sexes are when these are things that should be wholesome that people might take in a less wholesome fashion.
Someone chatted. They said this is comedy. It's just reality. But like that's why
Reality is
it's
funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Like poking fun at the real tropes is what
especially
is what
something
is funny.
that's
It was
like
50%
an
off.
unspoken thing that we all kind of experience. Like it's kind of funny when someone points that out. You
Yeah.
know, like there's tweets like that have happened before, and be like, I can't be the only one that does this, right? And it's kind of a weird niche thing,
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, I
like
do
that's
that
the
too.
basis for like most comedies, that most people think like I'm the only one who's experienced this awkward
Right.
moment or this like faux pas, but everyone gets to kind of take their guard down when they realize everyone has been through that. So I kind of feel like a lot of the content on X right now, or maybe it's just my algorithm, but a lot of it seems to be pitting men and women against each other.
That's everyone's
trying
algorithm
to
these
stoke
days.
the flames of misandry and misogyny both ways. And this was like a much needed reprieve from that. And it also just like rang true for anyone who
You know, I'm kind of going through withdrawal though, because all of Saturday and Sunday there were Wifejak memes, and today I'm not really seeing any. And now
it cycled out.
I'm like, oh, where are my memes? They were so
It cycled
good.
out of
3
the-
hours after saying nothing is wrong. I just think it's funny how
And that's another thing. Yeah, exactly.
man.
And a lot of women don't know this, but they want to be with a man who has some level of benevolent sexism.
Someone
it's true.
said, here's one. That meme is not about me, is it?
Yeah, literally.
there's a spider in the bathroom. Could you come here and kill it?
Or the wife jack is like, is this supposed to be a good or a bad thing? Like the point of it is that like you don't know.
I didn't ask you about your past.
Some people were like trying to ruin it, and they were like making it something that was like bitter and like weird, but
Or too personal,
Or too
individual.
personalized.
That where it's like that's not the point of
Yeah.
memetics, anyways.
yeah, exactly. Also, since you mentioned memetics, someone superimposed Wifejak onto that viral Lil
Oh, I love
Yachty
that.
video.
Yes, play the video. It's amazing.
It's Wifejak entering the memetic collective consciousness today.
So when I saw this, I was just like, bro, I got to get off the internet for the night. The fact that this makes sense to me means I got to get the hell
I
out of the
really
internet
wish we could
today.
keep the music because it's so good.
No, we
but-
can because it's just the crowd.
I didn't
Can't
get
we?
copyrighted when I played this before.
Oh,
when
okay.
I think
Yeah.
did we play the Hitler one before?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, because the music is
I know we played the Joker one before.
Oh, yeah.
so good.
Thanks, I hate it.
We could use with more wholesome. We need more wholesome memes between the sexes. We do.
Yeah.
There needs to be more of this.
Fantastic.
Because if you're fueled by hate and bitterness and anger, you can't be funny. You've lost your ability to make jokes.
When the world needs it, it will insert the golden, wholesome meme.
We're swinging back.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Puts ice cold feet on you. You're warm. I saw some weird thread the other day that somebody made that said like a woman will never leave a man who's physically warm.
That's true. That's why I said it's an ick if he's cold. It shows he can't keep you warm.
Or he's hungry.
I guess.
You could have parked closer.
You could have parked closer was a big one.
That's a good one.
That was a big one. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
I never park super close.
Oh.
Can you scratch me between the shoulder blades?
Wait, that sounds like a husband jack though. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody says first woman to use this meme correctly, and it says, does anyone know what this meme is supposed to mean?
If anyone politicized wife jack or husband jack, you can just stay out of this meme. You can just sit with this one out, please.
Why is she just saying normal things?
Yeah.
I don't really get it. Look, everything online these days, everything on Instagram, especially algorithmically, you are benefited from pushing the other sex in a negative direction and fighting with one another. It's just the way the algorithm
I like
works.
the wife jack of Adam and Eve, and it's like, we should eat that apple.
I love that one. That was funny. But yeah, it seems like this is already kind of like cycled out.
There's some, and then they did some with the husband that says like, have you seen my keys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one that says like, tugs the ratchet straps. That's not going anywhere.
Yes, that's the one.
Did you know he actually broke his toe in this scene? That I felt unbelievably called out by that one. That's me.
He's the IMDb trivia section husband jack.
The mansplaining the movie.
Yes,
the obscure movie details.
Usually, yeah. So we were watching Terminator Salvation over the weekend, and I was like, you should go Google the way that actor died in real life because it's effed up and sad. And it's this actor named Anton Yelkin who got like his car. He was driving a Jeep that had a recall, and it left park and like basically backed up into him and pinned him between a pillar in his home.
Remember that.
And I was like, you should go read how that dude died. And it's just like, you're just watching a movie and I'm just telling you this unbelievably depressing, macabre reason this actor is no longer with us.
One of the husband jacks said, "Honey, where's the ketchup? I can't find it."
Like it's right in front of his face.
How long is has your check engine light been on?
Oh my goodness.
Look at this obscure Wikipedia page. Looking at this obscure Wikipedia page on his phone. Yes.
I'm letting it soak.
Yep.
There was one husband jack that said, "I think the baby wants you." That was good.
Oh, right. The birthday party is tomorrow. Who is it again?
Don't throw the box away. I might need it for something one day.
Oh, I saw.
Yes. No, don't throw the adapter away.
I saw the one where it was like, it was the wife jack saying to the husband, "It's your father's birthday next week," or something like that. I was like, that's a good one.
That's vital. See, this is men and women realizing that they need each other.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like, it's the lack of polarization around the idea of like leaving the toilet seat up. Where it's like, where like they make a big deal about that. They're like, it takes 2 seconds to put it down. I'm like, or it takes 2 seconds to put it down. I'm like, exactly. It takes 2 seconds to put it down. This is what you're responding. It's like, so if it takes me 2 seconds, it takes you the same 2 seconds. I don't get it.
You know those toxic moms who post with their sons and they say like, I'm teaching him to put the toilet seat down so that he doesn't have to be a dusty boyfriend one day, so that he respects women.
Effed up.
And that's like everything not what we're talking about right now. Like this is obviously the opposite of that, and like that's why we love it. So this is a positive development. It's finally something that didn't make me want to die that trended on X.
And when we post this clip, it will get no views because positivity gets no love in society.
It's true.
Well, when you know,
it's true.
Don't be so depressing now.
You should have made the thumbnail, "We hate wife jack."
Yeah, we could. There you go.
Wife jack is the worst thing to ever happen to the internet.
Wife jack is super cringe.
Yeah.
Cringer than JoJo.
I mean, even you were just
Cringer than JoJo.
Off air, you were talking about happy wife, happy life, and explaining like obviously this is something that is said by a husband who just enjoys making his wife happy, which makes him happy.
It shouldn't have a negative connotation
but
to
it does.
But a lot of times
Yeah.
these days it does. But that's because people will tell you that society has changed and that men are expected to be the same that they were in the 50s, and women have been allowed to change because of feminism and equal rights and everything. So it's all skewed.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need that context if you're dating somebody who's reasonable or married to somebody who's reasonable and not awful.
Which is most people, at least I would hope.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.